Alright, I got a 07 Ford Edge here, and I'm doing a tune-up, and it looks quite overwhelming when you first get into it. But if you, I don't know if you could see back there, this right here is a bracket, and here's the bolt. And it didn't look like a bracket from what I could see, but it is. And then when it's cold like this, you don't want to go taking hose clamps off of plastic ends like this. So leave that one connected. Leave these connected over here and take these two Torx out. I use an air ratchet. It makes it much easier than trying to fumble with a 1/4-inch ratchet back here. There's not much room when this intake's in place. I already replaced the front spark plugs and I'm tightening in the back ones. So I'll show you what I had to do as I put it back together, or when I'm done I'll at least show you the little things. But it's really not too bad if you have the right tools. So I use a bigger extension here. It's a wobble shaft. You don't need a wobble, and it's a swivel head 5/8 spark plug socket. You don't need that, but it's what I have. It's what I'm using. Always watch your intake port here. When you have the intake off, you do not want to drop anything in there, or you might as well just rack it up because you're done. You need a motor. So, but here, I'll show you when I get it back together what it looks like, and go from there. Thanks. Okay, I got the intake set back on there now. Not too bad lining up. And if you look underneath the throttle body here, this is your other bracket. They're both 8mm. So you got the one up there and the one down here. And then you got your 6 intake bolts here. And I gotta pop this baby back in there. Make sure the O-ring's still good and clean. Line that back up. Alright. I'm going to clean this throttle body. It's pretty dirty before I'm done here. So I'll show you a little more, and I'll show you the tools I had to use to do this job too. So. Solenoid, so I'm going to put that back on. Just pops on. Just need a screwdriver to release that little lever there. And we just got the plug and these two. Kind of hard to film and do this all one-handed. Pop that in here. Just want to show you I had to take that loose. And you don't want to tighten your bracket bolts up until you have your intake down. And then on this harness here, just want to show you this. This is very important. This bracket, it connects to the plastic intake here. Now if you go in here and you try and pop these plastic things out of this intake, especially on a cold day, you're going to crack this intake. So I like to cut the tape right there and just pull this loom, because it's taped to the bracket. Just cut the tape, take it off, leave the bracket on there, pop this bad boy out of there. It's just a hose. leave them on there. If you try and pull them off there, you don't want to even chance breaking this intake. So, I've been a mechanic for over 20 years. I've had stuff happen, so it does happen. You don't want to break someone else's, you don't want to break your own. You don't want it to happen. So, take caution with these plastic intakes. All the hoses where they go on, you don't want to break that. It's very easy to do. So, alright, I'm almost done here. I'm going to clean the throttle body and finish putting it back together here, and show you these tools real quick. I can't really see good. I think it's a 27 Torx bit. I got my long 1/4 inch extension with an 8mm and a swivel for my bracket bolts. I have a mirror to see around the back here what's going on. And I was prepared to use my hose clamp thing. You don't need that. Now I have to go back here with my Torx and tighten these 2 bolts right up in there. So I'm going to tighten those up real quick. Clean this throttle body, put it back together. And if this is helpful to you, please subscribe. I'd much appreciate it. I may do more videos, repair videos. I do a lot of repairs, but I usually don't record them. So, but this one here, I felt the way it looks a little bit overwhelming at first. Hard to reach around the back. Trying to get these hose clamps off, even with the sneaky tools I got. Yeah, it's hard to do. So you can leave that on. You can work around this intake. It makes it much easier. So I hope this is helpful to you. Please like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.